Míle fáilte agus lá féile hana duit. That means 100,000 welcomes and happy St. Patrick's Day in Gaelic. My name is Chef Diane Stopford, and this week what I'm going to do is show you how to cook up the ultimate St. Paddy's Day feast. And I'm talking real Irish food cooked by yours truly, a real Irish girl. What we have here is some beef and Guinness. That's my dad's recipe. Some colcannon, some Irish soda bread with our lovely Irish cheeses and butter, and of course all washed down with the perfect Irish coffee. In Ireland, you can't start your day without some soda bread. It's one of the simplest and easiest breads to make. There's no proving, there's no yeast, none of that. So you can pretty much make it together in 2 or 3 minutes, throw it in the oven for about 45, and you've got fresh bread on your table. There's a couple of different types of bread that we eat in Ireland. There's brown soda bread, there's white soda bread, and there's fruit soda bread. One of my favorites in the morning is brown soda bread. It's really rich. White soda bread is great for mopping up sauces or stew, and that's what we're gonna make right now. So, all I have is about a pound of flour in the bowl here, and I'm just gonna add in a little bit of sugar, some salt, and some, of course, baking soda, which is gonna make it rise, what gives the name to our soda bread. Just make a little well in the middle there and add the buttermilk. That. And then just with your hand, just work it in together. The great thing about it is, even if it's a day old or so, if you just toast it with lots and lots of Irish butter on top, it tastes great. So you could also add in some raisins or sultanas or some dried fruit into this as well. So you can see that dough has just come together in a bowl, the bowl, that simple. And just put it out onto a flour board. Just put some flour down and pour out your dough. You just want to get it into a nice mound. You don't have to fuss about it too much, and you really don't want to handle it too much either. Now, next, all you've got to do is take a knife and put a cross in it. Now, there's a lot of superstition and stories about why you put a cross in the soda bread. Some people say, you know, you're blessing it with the cross, the Holy Cross. Other people say it's to let the fairies out. But really and truly, it's just so your bread is going to bake more evenly. And then just take a cookie sheet. And I've just floured it lightly so it's not going to stick. And then just take our bread and put it on right there. We're going to put it in the oven for about 400 degrees for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to lower it down to slightly lower heat around 375, 350 for about another 30 minutes. Our soda bread's been in the oven for about 45 minutes, so I'm just going to take a quick look at it and see if it's ready. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. You can see that nice crust that we're getting on top there. Now, to tell if it's done, just turn it over onto the bottom and give it a tap with the back of your knuckles. And you can get that nice hollow sound, and that hollow sound means that the bread's ready. And just place it on a cooling rack. Now, I can never really wait long enough to eat this. I always like to eat it hot, but it is really worth leaving it for at least 5–10 minutes to cool down, because you're going to get a much better texture on your bread. What I like to do is cut it up and serve it with some Irish cheeses. And all these Irish cheeses are actually available in the grocery store here in the US, so it's great. What I have here is some Inverno, which is a hard cheese, Irish cheese. It's similar to something like a Pecorino Romano. This is an aged cheddar, a Dubliner cheddar here. I've also got a Red Leicester, which is English in origin but made in Ireland. And then we have this mature Irish cheddar that's also made with whiskey. And I believe they make one with stout too. So it's a perfect accompaniment to your soda bread. I'm telling you, it's a great lunch. A big slice of soda bread, a bit of butter, and a big hunk of cheese, and that's all you'll need to keep you going.